Keaton scored a team-high 9 points. And I'll break precedent just a little bit and maybe ask the first question just to get you started, Keaton, since this is your first one. I guess maybe from a player's perspective, what do you guys need to do to make things a little bit easier tomorrow night against Loyola?
The biggest thing for us is just our energy and effort. We came out flat, and they built a big lead. And, second half, it was even, but they went out too much on a big run in the first half, and we're too low. Tough fighting back. But the biggest thing for us is just, taking this loss, learning from it, and then coming back tomorrow, fired up, filled up. We'll go over all of our game plan, make our adjustments, but it's just coming in, playing.
Keaton, that's the second game in a row where you guys have come in here and one of you said you came out flat. For it to be in these high-level games against some of the league's best, why is it that you guys are coming out as flat as you are the last two games against these teams?
It was just, we can't make no excuses. We just came out flat. We didn't have energy. It's been a long week for us. Took 2 tough losses early this week. But, that's part of the game, coming back and bouncing back. So, that's just on us. It wasn't on coaching. And, we want to fight and make it back tomorrow.
Keaton, when a team jumps out to a 22-2 lead like that, that's got to be tough on you guys because you're already playing from a big hole. It seems like things got a little bit better for your team in the second half, but that was just such a big hole to dig out of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly like what you said. They're a good team, well-coached team. And for the race that we're trying to be in, we can't, that's just unacceptable for us. We can't let teams get out in big leads like that, put too much pressure on ourselves. But we played till the end and we kept on fighting. So no matter what the score is, we're going to continue to play.
After 3 tough losses, do you think that your team has the mental strength to turn this around?
Yeah, we definitely have the mental strength. We have a tough group of guys and good coaches. So we just gotta dig in. We have to have the will to dig ourselves out of this little hiatus we're in. But we're gonna be good. We're gonna keep our positive energy, attitudes, and just continue to work.
I feel like we asked this after the Drake game as well, but just when you have a game like this where you don't meet the expectations you set for yourself, does it help to have a rematch with them just 24 hours later?
Yeah, no, it's great being able to play. Not have to wait a week or two. We get them right back at the crib tomorrow night. So that, it's just you got to get revenge. Just like that, we dropped. This is the third game we've dropped, but we're looking forward to this game. We know what we need to do, and we need to have 2 great halves of basketball, not just one.
We're obviously not in the locker room with you guys, but what is it about this group that tells you, hey, we're going to be able to turn this around?
Just throughout adversity, we weren't pointing fingers at each other. We just all, took initiative, took responsibility for our mistakes, and we're not pointing the finger, playing the blame game. So I feel like we're mature young men, and we all have the same goal and mission. So it's not none of that one-on-one selfishness. We just want to be a group and win as a group.
Just looking at the numbers tonight, you guys finished with 6 assists. It didn't seem like the ball was moving too much. Did you notice that out there in the court?
Yeah, we were very stagnant, which plays into kind of their plan because they want to box the floor up. They want to box the floor up and not really gap it, kind of dare us to shoot, play one-on-one. So for us, the biggest thing is going to be getting good ball movement, player movement, making sure to cut, and getting them to move around so they're not a dangerous defensive team.
All right, Keaton, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you doing that after a tough loss, and we'll pause for just a few minutes and wait for Coach Ford. Okay, guys?
Thank you. God bless.
All right, guys, Coach Ford joins us now. We'll give him a chance to settle in and unmute his microphone real quick. There we go. And, Coach, I know it's a long afternoon for you, but I know in the radio show you talked about opportunity, and you get these guys right back here again tomorrow evening.
Yeah, opportunity to play better and do some things that we obviously didn't do today.
Yeah, just coming out flat for the second game in a row. Just what did you see in your guys that contributed to just coming out the way you guys did?
Not sure, but I know the level of competition has really, taken a hike, and you got to raise your level of play.
You see anything effort-wise? Just there's some turnovers there early that seem to be out of sync. What did you see from them?
From our guys or their guys?
Your guys.
Well, I mean, just Obviously not executing very well. Need to get after it harder, a lot harder. Level of competition is taking a hike, and you got to rise to that level.
Is that
What
what you
was
attribute
Loyola-
this? Go ahead, Steven.
What was Loyola doing that really shut you guys out on offense?
Well, they do a tremendous job defensively, pressuring the ball and being in great position and defending as a team. And you've got to have a lot of player movement and ball movement in order to get a good look. I thought we got some solid looks. I thought we were around the basket a lot, and I thought our threes I thought they were open. Obviously, you have to go back and look on the tape and see how well they were contested, but they don't give you many opportunities. You got to take advantage of them.
Coach, something to build off of in that second half. I mean, you played him pretty even, and you made all 6 of your 3-pointers there in that second half. Something to build off of there?
Well, anytime you make some shots, you hope that continues. I'm more consumed with 40 minutes right now as opposed to just these halves that we've elected to play over the last couple games. But I would hope that we come out tomorrow playing better than what we did today.
You mentioned the hike in competition twice early on. Is that the main thing you're attributing to this to? And how do you get your guys up for it? I mean, you'd think that these big games be the ones they kind of have circled on their calendars. So here, quick 24-hour turnaround. How do you adjust their mentality so they take this game, at a higher level that it needs to be?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think everyone knows that these are higher level competition games, and I think no one knows that more than the players. And you have to rise to that occasion. I mean, you really do. And we'll prepare. I mean, you prepare like you prepare. But that's where our group has to grow. We've got to get to a point where we can compete and beat good teams.
So you want to get to that point where you can compete. Is this group mentally tough enough to rebound from losses like this?
Well, we'll find that out tomorrow. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. I mean, we'll find that out tomorrow. Yeah.
So that's you bring up the full 40, third game in a row now. I just you see that starting to trend. What do you say to the guys that try to get that turned around?
Well, the only way you beat a good team is play full 40, right? You beat an average team, you can play 25 minutes. That's the bottom line. These are really good teams, and in order to beat them, you have to play 40 minutes. It's just that simple. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's these teams are good. Okay, you look at their net rankings, they're good. You look at the rest of us, we're kind of close. You have to play a complete basketball game. You can't play half the game or just 3/4 of the game. It's just that simple. They're good basketball teams.
Ball movement, you guys had 6 assists at the end of the day. Then it seemed to be stagnant at times. Keaton said it felt stagnant at times.
Well, I don't know about that. The second part of an assist is a made basket. So I always have to go back and watch offensively to see. I think, a couple of times we tried to drive it without moving it, but there are multiple times where the ball moved and the players moved and you have to make the basket. But I'll take a look at that. That's not an issue for this group.
Any other questions for Coach Ford?
Thanks, Rick.
All right. Thank you, Coach.